Hello everybody and welcome back to Danish with Sebastian. And today we are gonna talk some about Danish Christmas, and I'm gonna give you some different I'm gonna give you a tongue twister, and also I am gonna give you a bit of an overview over the Danish Christmas, the traditions, what we eat, the traditions, the ambience, the people, the events that could happen in Christmas, and the Christmas Eve itself. All right, so in Denmark, like in many other places throughout the world, especially in Europe, we celebrate Christmas Eve on the 24th of December, and unlike in America, for example, we open gifts on the eve of the 24th on Christmas Eve, and not the day after in the morning, which is something very specific to American people. And let's just get straight into it. So the first thing, as I just promised you guys, is gonna be a tongue twister, and it's probably the most common Danish tongue twister, which is Rødgrød med fløde, and it's very hard for foreigners to pronounce. So it's one I really like a lot because of that fact. So Rødgrød med fløde. It's like Rødgrød med fløde. And yeah, try and see if you can actually pronounce it. It means red porridge with cream. And it's very funny and probably the most known popular Danish tongue twister. So that leads me to say that actually in Denmark we have a lot of different sweet stuff, a lot of different desserts that we eat in during Christmas. One being the Rødgrød. Rød is like Rødgrød med fløde. Rødgrød med fløde, if you can pronounce it. That's one of the two main desserts we eat during Christmas. The other one being risalamande, which is actually a as I remember, I'm not quite sure, but it is French for sure, but I can't remember how they pronounced it and how it's spelled. But it means rice, or like almond and rice, or the element of rice, or something like that. Risalamande. It's French, and in France they would spell it like a tad differently. But it's a French derived word. And it's basically this. Let me see. It's different. It's a rice pudding, and then you can. Some people decide to. Some people decide not to. There is you make a separate cherry sauce. Actually, a cold, super delicious, in my opinion, cherry sauce that you can put on top of this rice pudding. And I think it's super delicious. And we even have a game we play when we eat this risalamande. And the game is such that a person, the responsible person, you could, like the host, you may say, picks out one whole element and many different fractioned elements, like half elements. He or she cuts the elements so that only one whole element remain. And then you put like all the rice pudding, you blend it together with like a spoon or whatever, and then you serve it to the guests or your family or whoever is at the assembly. And then the idea is really that the person who gets the element, so you pour up a portion for yourself or someone else, who knows, and then you begin to eat. And the trick is, or the way you win this game and win a prize, because there's a prize for the person who gets the whole element, is that you must be careful not to eat or like crack this element, and so you have to make sure that it's intact and still whole. And then if you get the element, then you win this prize. So that is probably the most common Christmas game, apart from, if you can call it a game, when you open up the gifts. I would say. And then there's also pakkelej, but that's for another episode, because that's a whole other game, Danish Christmas games. So that is to say, we have some different Danish Christmas games. One of them being risalamang, mandelgaven. Mandelgaven, that means the risalamang game prize or gift. If you, yeah, it's hard to translate. But yeah, and so we also have the Christmas tree, juletræ. Vi har også juletræet. We also have the Christmas tree. Vi means we. Have. At have. Har. Vi har. Is the conjugation. Bøjningen. Vi har også juletræet. The Christmas tree. And på juletræet, on the Christmas tree, hænger vi en masse forskellige ting. We hang a lot of different things, a lot of different ornaments, a lot of different decorations. En masse forskellige, a lot of different, en masse forskellige decorations, a lot of different decorations. Såsom is a very good word. Such as these kind of canes, candy canes, red and white colored candy canes with like a pattern. I think you know it. I think it's probably known all over the world. This kind of sweet. And we also hang julestjernen, the Christmas star, at the very top of the Christmas tree. That is that's like a just a rule of thumb. Everybody does it. If you have a Christmas tree, hvis man har et juletræ, if one has a Christmas tree, hvis man, if man is one, or in general you, have a, har et juletræ, a Christmas tree, then everybody has it. Så har alle det. Så har alle den julestjerne. And so, let me see. Yeah, I've been talking about the decorations, and also we have a very interesting tradition. Vi har en meget interessant tradition i Danmark, in Denmark, at vi tager en masse forskellige appelsiner. We take a lot of different oranges, or like vi tager appelsiner, we take oranges, and then we put different small finicle. I don't know what it's called in English. Finicle. These small, like very good smelling pieces, bits, like super pointy. It's like almost like a needle kind of thing. And then we put them into like oranges, and then we decorate like the windows and stuff. Så vi dekorerer vinduerne med den her appelsin. We decorate the windows with this orange. Og de her små de her små ting, and these small things we put into it. Very interesting Danish tradition. Yeah, let me see. And apart from that, we have the Danish Christmas food. Den danske julemad, which is, we have flæskesteg, which is pork, with like very crispy, very crispy, like very crispy around the edges of the cut. Og det smager rigtig godt, and that tastes very good. Det smager, that it tastes very good, meget godt, eller virkelig godt. Det smager, flæskesteg smager virkelig godt. And with the flæskesteg, we normally have a brown gravy along with it. And brown gravy in Danish is brun sauce. It is brun sauce. Yeah, what else? The 24th we celebrate. We also celebrate with, if we have an extended family. Hvis vi har en stor familie. Hvis vi, if we, har, to have, en stor, a big, familie, family. We can also, some people may, or actually almost any family really that is like has an extended family as well, cousins, aunts, uncles, so on and so forth. They meet on the 25th and the 26th as well normally, which is called in English, just a moment, which are called Christmas Day, which is the 25th, where you meet with, normally you meet with the kind of inner circle of the family that you didn't spend time with on Christmas Eve. That's normally how it was in my family, at least, and that's how I think most families do it. And the second day is Boxing Day. I see here, I think that's a very interesting translation, but maybe if it rings a bell with you, it's the 26th, and normally we spend the 26th if we have an extended family or have a community, whatever. We spend that with like the more like outskirts, or like the people in the family that are a bit more, how can you use like, how could one put it, not kind of like part of your inner circle, your like innermost family, so like the outer parts of the family, so to speak. Yeah. Så that was a bit about Christmas, and det var lidt om jul på dansk. That was a bit about Christmas in Danish. Og jeg håber, I hope, at I har nydt videoen, that you enjoyed the video. Og så ses vi i næste video. Then I'll see you guys in the next video. Vi ses. Farvel. See you. Bye.